I think everybody would have felt like somewhere in your beginning of the 20s is you should be on like a direction already, and it's nowhere near how it should be.
Hell no,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Like if you don't know, and this goes out to anybody who's watching right now, if you don't know what it is that you want to do and you're in your 20s, like that's completely okay. If you're
Rolling weed while I'm driving, nigga. I'm cool with the new me. Some niggas tell me they wish I'd go back to the old me, but don't even know me. Cause I be on some rich nigga shit. Guess they comfortable with the broke me.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In Too Deep. I'm your host, Alan Vasquez. And always by my side, the vicious barber, Rudy Perez.
Good.
If you guys haven't already, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment down below. Leave all your feedback, everything. We take it in. We do everything to make this content better for you guys and also for us to appreciate it at the end. So today, let's get started. Episode 18. Made it this far. We're going to keep going. We're not stopping.
We still moving.
So today, we have a YouTuber, car enthusiast, pilots a Lexus IS 250, and he's an up-and-coming YouTuber. I believe his content's really good. He's like at 400-something subscribers, and he does project builds, right? And it's great content. You guys should check him out. Desmond Simmons. Give it up for him.
My guy?
Wow, lotion him up, bro.
So we're going to have him settle down.
Got my guy Desmond in the building today.
Yes, sir.
So what's
Great
up,
to be
dude?
here. Thank you.
Gang. Oh, how do you feel? How do you feel today?
Dude, I feel wonderful today. It's a nice day, Sunday. Get
Nice
to come and be on the show with you guys. You know, so
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So let's just get started. I was like, I always say that we're gonna chop it up for a little bit. I was like, no, let's just get started.
Hey, yeah, dive
Like,
right into it.
So like, what?
like
Starting your YouTube career, I should say. What is something that kind of motivated you to get onto YouTube and spread your message and share your car?
Honestly, it had to do with like a multitude of things, to be honest. Like just a bunch of things going into play that I was just like, maybe I should try this out. Mm-hmm. So I guess one of the main things before I get into the detail part is this guy named Jason Nguyen. I think he stays in kind of San Fernando Valley or whatever, but he had the newer version of my Lexus, and he seemed like a real stand-up dude, and I was kind of binge watching his videos, and it really dawned in on me. I was like, man, this looks kind of fun. Like I feel like I could do that too. You know, and then he had a slow car because I have an IS 250. It's a slow car, man. You know what I mean? I didn't know at the time when I was buying it was the slow version. So, but he kept adding things on, making it better, making it look better, and I think the love for his car grew after that. So that was something that I wanted to do. Because I was falling out of love with my car, and I actually was going to sell it before I actually started adding stuff, And aside from that, I think that what I was really seeing in his videos was that he was enjoying himself, and he was just by himself, recording most of the time. And I think I was going through somewhat of that same transition in my life with friends and your inner circle, and you're not seeing them as much, and you're spending a little bit more time on your own, and the routine that you have on a daily is just kind of getting it's just being reused, and you just see the cycle, and you're just dude, this is kind of boring and kind of depressing,
Yeah.
So I just kind of seen he was happy. He was happy, dude, and I think that was more of what I was searching for.
Yeah.
Is something that I can kind of be happy with, and something that I think I'm a little bit good at. And one day I just said, whatever, I'm gonna just do it. I think for a lot of successful people, I think that's the first thing, and they just when they get asked how it's just I just did it. I didn't know how I was gonna make it better, or how it was gonna be for the first time. I just wanted to kind of do it. So If that answers your question, yeah.
Bro. You just gotta dive right into that stuff,
Yeah.
man. You
What
can't just
what gave you like confidence being in front of a camera? Because it's hard.
Yeah.
Even still, like for me, I get nervous.
now I'm cool, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
still get nervous.
To get out the way, bro.
So honestly, like a lot of people say that it's like natural when they watch my videos. It's almost like it's natural. And to be honest, like I kind of feel like that too. I think I just treat it like as if I'm literally talking to somebody. I'm like I envision myself like literally just talking to people, because in the beginning nobody was really watching, so it's kind of difficult like to imagine that. But then like like now it's like people are like hitting me up, and like I know people are watching, and so like the vision that I had before, like of people watching even when nobody was really watching, it's the same now, because now people are watching, so it's like no different. I just had to like literally clear the way that this is what I do. This is something that I take serious, and leave out all the other like outside opinions of people like looking at me like, oh man, he's recording here or whatever. And like I understand like some people don't like to get recorded either, and so like I'll try not to put the camera in their face or whatever, or I'll let them know. I'll edit them out just because I understand, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's something that I just kind of I got over. I just was like, this is what I do. I'm gonna record, man. You know what I mean? Other cats that are bigger than me, they got way bigger cameras, and they're in places. They're in places, dude.
Well, they got
that's
camera
like,
sticks. And
yeah,
stuff.
man.
Just
So
fucking recording
it's
them
like,
24/7.
okay, they can do it. They're doing all right with it, so I could do that too.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
I mean, I just still find it difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, I was trying to do it yesterday. We went off-roading, and I was just like, well, first of all, it was dark, so you couldn't even see me. So, like, I was just like, oh, man, I'm just talking to nobody. Nobody's going to know what's going on. So, like, what can you advise people who are, like, starting their, like, YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Like, if they're going to do vlogs or something, what can you advise them? Like, what will build that? Or, like some, like, tricks or something
Dude,
that...
honestly, just be yourself, bro. Okay. Dude, just be yourself, bro. Like, who you would be off camera, be on camera. Like, I think that's, like, the easiest way that I could probably put it, is just, like, all the little dumb stuff you might say, or no one's perfect, bro, but, like, all the little things in that sense, like, just be like that. Like, people can feel the, you being genuine about it. Like, it's not, like, staged or... in that sense. So I would advise you to just kind of like record and be yourself, and then act like as if you're talking to the homie. You know what I mean? Like that. It's easier when you feel like you're talking to the homie.
That sounds about right.
Have you ever been somewhere like when you're recording, like just looking at the camera, people are just looking at you, but you don't notice it till after you're done with the camera? You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
bro, that shit happens to me
man.
a lot. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, because then you'll be like, yeah, I'm recording. And so you just try to brush it off a little bit. So yeah, man. So I just usually try to brush stuff like that off.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny because other people will come up to me and tell me like, hey, bro, like, how do you gain like the confidence to do it in public? I was like, bro, at the end of the day, this is your content.
Yeah,
you know
man.
Like,
yeah.
you're not like, if the opinion of others is gonna bother you by recording yourself now, how are you gonna feel when you get like negative feedback or anything else from other people on the internet?
Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna get that. You're always,
bro, it comes with the
it comes with it. Not everyone is gonna like your what you're putting out. Not everyone is gonna like you, and that's perfectly fine, because you're not here to be liked by everybody. But for the people that do, obviously you'll appreciate that.
I tell them, bro, do it for the people, like the people who actually enjoy your content. Like, bro, negative people, negative comments, naysayers are always gonna be there, though.
Yeah, man.
No,
I mean, how would we feel if we were like an actor or a director being critiqued by
all the time.
Rotten Tomatoes and like stuff like that?
And that's like millions of people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like, and they still keep kind of pushing forward and doing what they do. Like, they understand like not everybody is going to like their art or the things that they come out with, but they still go through it. They still do it, because they have a passion for it. They love what they do, and there's a lot of other people who say otherwise, So,
but I got into an argument the other day because one of my homies said that Denzel was a bad actor. And I was like, bro, what the fuck?
Denzel.
I was like,
gloves are off.
Yeah, bro. No, I'm just saying, bro. But it's just like, bro, all of us look at Denzel as like, the greatest,
phenomenal, one of the great
That's my
actors,
favorite
yeah.
actor. You know what I'm saying? So when people have something negative to say about him, it's just like,
How?
bro,
It's like, how?
Yeah, bro. It's like for
Yeah,
what? Like, but
definitely.
if Denzel would just look at him and be like, all right, but look at all these other people who think
Yeah.
I'm the GOAT. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's
yeah.
not gonna pay attention to that one person.
Yeah.
To who's just like, oh, Denzel is like he just does the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
Like, bro, hell no, you just gotta do the same thing with this, bro.
Yeah,
Just be
I mean,
like,
everyone's entitled to their own opinion,
Yeah,
you know
bro,
what I
I'm
mean? But I mean, like, at least give credit where the credit is due. You know, if you see, like, this guy actually does do good work, he's just not my preference for, like, favorite actor or movies. You know what I mean? Like,
But don't shit on the guy, bro.
yeah, you know, no, he sucks because of this and that. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
bro, I'm cool, man.
What's something that inspired you like during your journey, like to creating content,
Okay, this is good.
or actually personal as well?
So, in my own personal journey, bro, of getting to this point on just doing YouTube, building cars, and just my life journey with the car scene, I was actually looking for something for like the longest, something that kind of fit me, something that I had passion and love for, and so I think it started. If I'm really like looking back, bro, I think it started when I was 18. 18, fresh out of freaking out of high school, and what do you usually do? You know, you go to try to go to college. That's what your parents want you to do, right? So you try to do what you think is going to like make them happy or whatever. And so I was in college for like maybe half a year, maybe less, and I was going for visual game programming, dude. So I wanted to like program games, be in the whole gaming world and stuff like that. And I remember like my first orientation day, dude, like was like my biggest turnoff of like being one. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know if I want to do this.
yeah,
anymore.
dude. Like one of the teachers was like, "You guys see those cars outside?" And they were like okay cars, bro, like Honda Civics. He's like, "They're not gonna get much better than that in this industry." And I was like, what? You know what I mean? I was like, I thought game designers made bank or whatever.
out of
you know?
there.
Yeah, so I've started to like kind of fall out of that because I didn't really see a future in me loving it, and so I left. Thankfully, too, because the Art Institute is not a college you want to go to. They don't really care about their students. They just care about the money. Just throwing that out there for anybody who wants to go. And
Pulling from the hip, bro.
just my honest experience. And then they're not accredited. You can't even take your credits to other schools.
Shoot.
You know
So
what
you
I
can't
mean?
transfer.
Yeah, you can't like everything you do there. You can't take to other colleges. You would have to like start all over.
It's kind of whack.
It's whack. Yeah.
That's not for me, dog.
Yeah, so I fell out of that, dude, and I was like on a search. I was like, man, okay, like what do I want to do with my life? Like I don't know. Like I think at this point in time and where it was, it's like people are like, you should kind of have an idea of what it is that you want to do at this age already, and I didn't, dude. And I think I ended up hanging out with my friends a little bit more, and they said that they were going to start like a clothing brand, and this is like back in like 2013 at this point. They were so excited and everything, and I was like, man, that actually sounds like pretty dope. And they were my best friends at the time, so I was like, well, let me join you. Let me hop in. Like I want to do this too. And so sure enough, like we all started the first clothing brand around this time. So I ended up getting really deep into fashion. I started like meeting a bunch of people in the industry, and then aside from the fashion industry, it's connected to other industries like hip hop and stuff like that, sports. So I started meeting a lot of people like that too, and just kind of like going to events, and that was really fun. It taught me a lot, man. It taught me a lot about business, what comes behind a clothing brand, fabrics, networking, people, and just kind of how to move in a sense with your clothing, depending on your industry. And so I ended up doing that for a little while, and it was really cool. We were getting stuff moving, meeting people, like I said, and then there came like this gray area of is this really for me? Is this really like my own thing, like something I can kind of call my own? And am I able to make decisions based off of like me being a part of this business, as in like a an owner, a co-owner, or whatever, and I wasn't, and that's completely fine. There's no like hard feelings in that or anything like that. I just felt like there was something more different for me out there, and so I ended up. It took a little while, but I had to have that conversation with my boys and was like, look, I support you guys like to the fullest. I'm still going to like be here or whatever, but I think I need to try to figure out like my own thing. I feel like I came on and this was like your guys' thing.
Yeah.
And I think I need to find my own thing. So it took me a couple years to kind of like get to that point. So I'd say like around this point it's probably like 2016, maybe 17 at this point, you know. And after that, they understood, you know, they still supported me, whatever. And I went off and tried some other things, man. And at this point, I was going through like so many different emotions and like depression. But like between me like leaving the clothing brand and me trying to figure it out or what I wanted to do, I was going through like so many different things, man. Like heartbreak. I was going through, you know, just a sense of lost. Who am I? You know, what is it that I want to do, and what purpose do I have, and what can I bring to the table with like for others, you know? And it took me a while to kind of figure it all out, and not a lot of people knew that was what was going on inside. It's more of something you gotta like work with on your own. You know, you gotta like you want to surround yourself around good people, yes, but at the end of the day, you're gonna go home and you're with yourself. You're in your own head.
Yep.
You know, when you're at work for 8, 9, 10 hours and you're not talking with your coworker, you're thinking about things, and you're thinking about all that like constantly, all the time.
For sure.
And it really dawns in on you at that point. And if you're somebody like me who is ambitious and has always seen themselves as being something more than what they were at the time, it'll eat away at you, and you'll feel like you're running out of time, because at that point, I think everybody would have felt like somewhere in your beginning of the 20s is you should be on like a direction already, and it's nowhere near how it should be.
No.
You know what I mean? Like if you don't know. And this goes out to anybody who's watching right now. If you don't know what it is that you want to do and you're in your 20s, like that's completely okay. If you're trying stuff and you're figuring it out, and you might have the judgment of your parents or your family members or just the people that are closer to you, and they don't kind of understand what it is that you're doing, whether you're trying different things to figure out what it is that really sticks. Don't listen to any of that, man. Just kind of like keep pushing, because it could be hard when you have people that you care about their opinions tell you should have things figured out already, or what are you doing? Get this job or whatever, you know. So going back to the main topic, so I started trying like music because when I was younger, that's something I always wanted to do. Yeah. I wanted to always try music, so I was on this like path of like just trying stuff. I just wanted to try stuff. So music was one of the things that I ended up trying, and that was cool for a little while. It's not easy to make music. I just want to throw that out there.
Definitely not.
It's not easy, you guys. So I did get
cheap.
Yeah, or cheap, dude. I was just like, oh, okay, it's this much for the beat. It's this much for you to engineer, for you to mix, for the studio. Like it's a lot. Yeah, bro. It's a lot, man. So kudos to the guys out there that are like making some dope music, because it definitely helps me, and respect to you guys that do what you do. And then aside from that, I was still trying to like do modeling. You know, I'm into fashion. I love, you know, the whole modeling thing. And then I still kind of want to do that. I still have like stuff like that I still want to do, but it's just not the main focus. So that's one of the things. And then I ended up just kind of filling myself with positivity, right? And so I'm on this road, and I'm looking for happiness. And then so I start hopping on like YouTube, and TJ Hunt, if you guys don't know who this guy is, he's like this, he's about my age, or about like 26. And he's this really big YouTuber, stays out in like San Diego area. And he does basically what I do. You know, he builds his cars and vlogs. His whole life is surrounded around cars. And he was doing this for like 7 years. So when I was like 19, 20, he was already doing this. So, and now today he's grown so major that like he's doing extremely well for himself, got to venture off into different business ideas and stuff like that. But none of that was really what had drawn me into it. I think what had really drawn me into it, dude, was the happiness that I seen with his friends. He was having so much fun with the cars and with his friends, and I've always been into cars, and that's something of what I was searching for. Like I was going through a time where my friends were, separating. I wasn't spending as much time because we used to hang out on a daily. I'd get off of work, I am about to be home. You guys come through around this time, blah, 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 and we'll hang out. And then it was more of like, people are starting families. People are, having relationships and, kind of drifting apart. So, like, what am I doing, right? And so, so he was having a lot of fun with his friends, and that's something I really wanted. And now, now that I think back to it, when I was, like, going through my younger years of, like, 8, 6, 7, and I just thought about this recently because it's so crazy to me, but I used to try to make videos.
Oh.
But in the most jankiest freaking way, dude. I'd grab like a freaking dude. I'd grab like a little boombox, and I would put in like a Linkin Park CD, bro. And then like I'd pull up like maybe like a fighting scene from like a game or whatever, and then I'd play the game. Put the volume on silent, and then I'd have the stereo play, and I would come bring my mom over, like, look, mom, I made a video, I made a music video, and her being like the loving mom that she was, oh son, like that's really great, yeah. And I think about it now, I was like, oh my god, like this is
Bro, imagine if you could find those videos.
Oh,
right now.
dude, man, like at that time, like we had like camcorders at the time. We didn't even have no
Biggest
yeah, man. We didn't even have like we barely have flip phones around that time. So yeah, man, that was one of the things I just recently thought about. That I was like, damn, so maybe it was already kind of set in stone, like as I was younger, just
something that you didn't even realize, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's something with like me and my sisters. We've always had like footage, and I think she still has the footage of like when I was like we're little, and I would just be talking in front of the camera or something, just like or acting out like skits and stuff.
Yeah,
like since we were like 10, like 11. I don't know. We were little, so I was like, dude, maybe this YouTube thing is like legit.
Dude, that's so tight.
It's like it's just like it's natural for you to like just always be on front of a camera, but like you still get nervous.
Yeah, of course.
Because even then, we were just like, oh crap.
Yeah, I think last night I was like kind of nervous
for this.
Just like a small little bit. You know what I mean? Just like a small little bit. I was like, damn, okay. And then obviously like what I'm going to meet after this. And I think that there's gonna be people there that I watch
closer.
There's gonna be people there that I watch on YouTube that I have ran into before. So it's a little bit of like like celebrity.
Yeah.
But, but I don't like to treat them as celebrities.
Of course,
they're
people.
Normal people. Yeah. Their agendas are just different. And they maybe their pockets are different too. So that's the only difference I can see when meeting somebody of status. And I think I learned that from being in fashion and meeting like hip hop artists. And, when they pull up on you, dude, they got, chains on, bro. It's just glistening. Like, you know who they are. You listen to their music and you know how big they are. And you're like, this is real right now? Like, but
it's crazy.
After you did it so many times, it's like, this is kind of normal now. Like, they're just like in this industry and they're at a different level of where they're at in the industry, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like they're just without all that, they're like you. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
You ever been intimidated or like starstruck, like when meeting somebody of stature like that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I've met Wiz a couple times, and I think I'm actually on one of his day-to-days from like way back when, dude. And that one was crazy. Meeting him, and then I met his manager a couple times too. And his, if you follow Taylor Gang, man, like you know his manager as well. So, it was cool meeting him because it was really genuine, dude. And gave a handshake and we knew it was his birthday, and he came over to us after being on the phone. So that was really cool, man, really genuine. And then meeting all these other cats. And then after those a couple of times, like, oh, it's normal. I kind of just walked up to him the next time, was like, yo, man, what's up, man? I met you, yada, yada, and so forth. Like, I just wanted to give you this, and then, he gave me, like, the address to his house to, like, send him stuff.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, and
Like, thanks, bud.
yeah, and then I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then I had a thought later on. I was like, man, how many people do they do that with? Like,
Am I the only one?
yeah. I was like, no, I'm pretty sure they do that to a lot of people. So, and that was what I was saying. Like, one of the other things in the industry is it's like, with your clothing and everything, you might feel like this person is really going to, like, this celebrity is going to rock it, and I'm going to have that opportunity. But if they're not really rocking with you like that, you know how many other T-shirt brands or whatever that probably have hit them up, and they probably have stacks of, like, just brands of T-shirts, like, on the side, and they might never have even touched your clothing or whatever if they don't really rock with you like that. So they might have grabbed it from, give it to one of their friends. And like, yeah, bro, grab a shirt from the stacker over there. And then
take it, bro.
to you, you're like, damn, man, I put really, like, some hard work into that. Like, and then to get it to you was even hard work too. Like I was saying, that day I was on the day-to-day, I freaking, bro, I had a Toyota Echo at the time, okay? A freaking bucket. But that thing took me and my boys, like, A, B, C, and D. You know what I mean? So on the way there,
I'll be there.
Our my freaking engine was, like, smoking, dude. Like, yeah, like, and I was like putting water in the radiator, like, trying to make it there, dude. Just going like 100 miles an hour trying to make it there. And sure enough, we got there, we got in, we got to give them the stuff, but still to this day, I don't know if they ever worn it. And so me saying that is like, it's better to, like, give to people who are rocking with you, even if their status isn't, like, that crazy or whatever, but they're still, like, putting you out there. They're still rocking it. They're taking photos with it. They're putting you out there, like, in actual true support. You know what I mean? So just in case, anybody comes on and, feel like you want to give them some free shit, in hopes that they want to wear it. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Kind of do all the time.
Yeah, of course. Like, the genuine act of doing it, everybody's going to appreciate it. But that's just my. Oh yeah. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, so yeah.
Yeah, man. That's one thing I try to preach to a lot of people, man. Because a lot of people that I want to get my stuff out to so and so. I want to get it here. I want to get it there. Like, bro, just slow it down. Get it to the people who actually really, like, fuck with you, like, rock with you.
Yeah.
Like, people who are actually gonna wear it, bro, and actually take pictures. Like, even if they don't have the following as the other person, man, just really find your circle, bro, and then just rock with them, man. Like, everybody, if anybody else sees it and they want to come and talk to you about it, cool, but don't force it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't be like, here, bro, take my shirt, man.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, it's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I gotta stop that. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, yeah. Anyway, I don't do that. I don't think
all the time.
Copy merch.
Plug
so,
yourself.
Of course. Icy Summer, June 20th. All right. Anyway, so getting it, going back to mental health and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Who were, like, the closest contacts that you kept?
Closest.
That I would go to.
Yeah.
To help me out through it. Closest contacts. Man.
Because you said, like, everyone was, like, dividing up.
Yeah,
into friend groups.
and at that time, like, I didn't really, like I said, like, I didn't really, like, contact anybody really about it. Like, I think people can just really seeing that it was going on, and they really didn't like me like that because I'm such a positive person. I think, and I'm not. This is not like to toot my own horn, but the energy I bring to a room can, like, kind of, like, lighten the mood or whatever, and, like, and so people are so quick to, like, notice that the whole time when, like, family parties and stuff like that, they can notice, like, that I was not all 100% of who I usually am. So I didn't really like tell nobody, dude. Like, I might have, I mean, like, I might have mentioned some things here and there, but really, like, looking or seeking for, like, the guidance on how to get over it or how to get through it, like, it wasn't necessarily really there. Like, I definitely had the love from my family and friends and everything like that, but I don't think they knew exactly of like of what I was really like actually going through. So thankfully I feel like I have a pretty strong mental to have figured it all out, and it did take me a couple years, but I did it on my time. Like I went through it and I got through it on my time, and I feel so much more stronger mentally and better at that fact. And I'm not saying that everyone needs to do it in that sense, but that's how it worked for me. You know what I mean? So I'm sure this goes out to anybody who's watching. I'm sure if I would have hit them up and called anybody, they would have been there for me like right away. But it wasn't necessarily something that I felt like other people could have just give me a talking to, and then have been like, you know what, you're right. Because in the moment I can tell you, yeah, you're right. And then when I leave you from that conversation, those emotions are kind of coming back, and I just fall into the place that I kind of was before. And I am keeping that thought of the conversation in mind, but you can't necessarily help the emotions in that sense. So, yeah.
Damn. That's great. Like, I think it's really difficult for people to deal with it alone.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, that's something that you actually need to talk about. I don't know. Like, growing up, did you ever have, like, that macho, you know,
No, not personality, that type of person. Nah, bro. It was all, I was always cool with everybody and super happy-go-lucky, smiling all the time. I love to laugh. I think that's like a signature of mine is my laugh. People are like, is that a witch over here? Yeah, man. So I'm always been a happy kid. I guess my mom always used to tell me, my teachers used to call me the golden child because I never really wanted to grow up type of deal. But yeah, I never really had that kind of output of myself. I don't believe in being like that unless it's called for, I guess, in a sense. You know, yeah.
The macho man persona is what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be. You weren't like that?
No, not at all.
Sure.
I think like I was saying, if it's called for, you know, like in a moment,
there's place and time.
someone's testing you, like and like they're in the wrong. You best believe, like I'm gonna get rowdy. I'm gonna get a little loud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. But I don't believe in being that way just to be that way.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean.
Like, bro, because you can kind of see, like, bro, you're not that person.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. And I understand, like, there is people who are truly like that.
Oh yeah, no, there's people about that life,
and it's just because of their upbringing, where their
Yeah.
environment,
Yeah.
like they kind of had to be that way, and that's completely understandable. You know what I mean? But once they're away from that stuff, like maybe they should think like they don't have to necessarily be as much like that. You know, they can kind of chill because they're not living there anymore. They're not dealing with a lot of the things that they had to deal with. You know, so you know.
And what do you look forward to in your path now?
Honestly, I look forward to like the stuff that I've always been looking forward to starting this is the connections I make with people. Like right now, you know what I mean? Like I'm making a connection with all you guys right now, like, and it's really cool to me. And I think I think that's something that I was looking for as well. I wanted to be able to make a connection with people, and if I could do that by not physically being there, you know, I wanted to kind of like taking part in doing that. If I could help somebody without actually physically being there, talking to them, someone who I don't know at all, that would be wonderful, man. So like that's one of the things that I was really looking forward to and kind of doing this is just being happy, making connections, and having like that. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
And do you have anything else before we go to break?
No, I was gonna wait for you. I was like, no, Alan, that's you, dog.
All right, so we're gonna do a quick commercial break. Peace. So we're back. We're gonna keep it on the topic of cars. Today, our video is sponsored by Ramos Detailing. He's a 17-year-old kid who's making a business out of detailing. He does a really good job. If you guys haven't already or don't follow him, everything's gonna be in the link in the description. Thank you, dude, for sponsoring this video. Now back to our program.
Muchísimas gracias.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that information, bro. Detail my
bro.
car.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, man.
Kid, he's a hard worker, I swear.
That's
Bro,
what's
and
up.
he's 17.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
some
fresh
hustler shit.
out of high school.
Wow.
Some hustler
He's
shit.
graduated. Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, getting back to it. Going to the IG questions. If you sold both cars, what car would you get next?
Okay, so I put this poll up recently, dude, like a couple days ago, and it was like, if I sold both of my cars, because I have a Lexus, of course, and then I have an '08 Infiniti G37, and it's manual, so it's a little rare.
Yeah.
But if I sold both my cars, and I got a badass car, would you guys want to see that? And then, dude, like, so many people freaking voted. It was crazy. I was like, yo, I've never had this many people vote. And the majority said to sell them both. And so, I just, doing a little searching or whatever. And,
He just did. He's not selling them.
no,
I'm just kidding.
no, just searching. And what I was,
Had to cross
I
your
looked,
mind?
yeah, definitely.
Were you like, maybe I should sell?
Yeah, definitely, dude. So I think I was looking at the M2 BMW M2, and if I could, I'd try to go after the competition package, and then I was looking at the Toyota Supra as well.
The new one?
Yeah, I was looking at that one.
How much that one go for? 50?
Yeah, right now, from what I've seen, it was like I've been seeing some for like 49, 55 to like close to 60, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is it like different, like, sport mode?
But like trims or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's like there's like a 2.0 turbo. You don't want that. And then there's like a 3.0 turbo premium, and then there's like the launch edition.
You don't want that.
Yeah, you don't want that. You know what I mean? And then there's like the launch edition for that one. So that's like big dog top of the line right there.
Yeah.
So those are some of the two cars. I have been looking at other cars too, like a GTR. I've been looking at a LC 500. And so I was thinking about some of these cars. They did just all go up in price though because of the whole ECU, problem.
The shortage?
Yeah, there's a shortage on ECU. So
That's why
like
they're not selling trucks either.
yeah, everything went up like 20 grand. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
I'm
crazy,
straight.
dude. Yeah, so I was just like,
Get a bike.
yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe not buy anything this year.
2022 is my years for sure. You still have your bike?
No, dude, I sold my motorcycle. Yeah, so
What kind of bike do you have?
So I started off with the R3 Yamaha, and that was wonderful to learn on, dude. I had it for a whole year, and that was my only like vehicle. I was rain or shine, dude, riding that motorcycle, bro.
Well, that's how I met you. Well, everybody knows at the barbershop, but I walked into the barbershop one day and there's a motorcycle inside, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, who's this? Like, and then I was like, it's not his for sure. And then he gets out of the chair, gets his helmet, and starts moving. I was like, oh, we all got a helmet. All right, cool. For sure.
Yeah.
I was like, God. Bro, I didn't realize how fucking heavy a motorcycle was. I was
Yeah,
like, God,
man,
damn, bro, if you fall on this shit,
it's embarrassing. I'll tell you that much. If you're like not even like riding it, just trying to get on it, and it drops, like it's a little embarrassing.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, man.
We're going to fall today.
If it's not your bike, bro, you're gonna look at the owner like, Bill, my bad.
Dude, yeah, bro, yeah. So, I sold it, man, because they were just being garaged. I didn't really have time, and I was getting way deeper into cars, so I got rid of them because I've had plenty of scares. If you're riding motorcycles, they always tell you in the classes, just know what you're getting yourself into. It is a lot more dangerous, and so, sold them because I felt like my love for cars was growing way more than it was for motorcycles. So yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, you ever heard that saying? If you haven't gone down, prepare to go down.
Oh yeah. That's one of the sayings. Is like if there's two types of riders.
Yeah.
Those that have gone down, and those that are gonna go down.
down.
You're gonna go down. It's just how bad it's gonna be depends on the situation. Yeah.
You can be as cautious as you want, bro. You're gonna go down.
Man, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it is. But the reality.
True.
It's like riding a
Yeah,
bike,
gotta
bro.
hit-
You're gonna
yeah.
fall a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reality, man.
That's true.
But that's why I'm in cars now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, fuck that, bro. I'd rather go fast in the car than fast on a bike. any day.
dude.
Bro, you start seeing straight lines on a bike, you're like, damn, one little rock in the fucking road,
Oh,
you're dead.
Oh yeah, man.
Straight.
You're fucking
Yeah.
done.
It's a ride though, like that you've never had. If you,
Oh, yeah,
for
no,
people who have like, how can you ride a motorcycle? It's so scary. I'm like, have you ridden one? And they're like, no. And I'm like, try it. I
That
was like,
adrenaline rush is...
it's different. You just feel free, dude. You know what I mean? It's so good. Like on a day like this, it would have been such a nice
To the canyon
ride,
up here.
Oh, bro,
Yeah.
it would have been such a nice ride, dude. Yeah.
Just be careful with that steel plate.
Oh, yeah, that's still played.
Oh, dude, I went slow right there. I was just
Yeah.
like, doo doo. Check my tires real quick.
Shooting at my car.
Let's get to the next question. Do you have any regrets?
Specifically or in general?
Just
Regrets?
regrets. Regrets.
I mean, regrets. No regrets. No,
I'm sorry, bro. I
had to do it. I had to do
I
it.
just see this fucking kid, bro. That shit's fucking hilarious.
I just had to do it.
Like in general, I guess if I would say like in your YouTube and then like in your personal
Okay. Personal.
or in your car build.
Oh,
Let's keep it
That was-
YouTube and car build.
Yeah,
Let's
car
just-
build.
that one was good. Really quickly, personally, no, never. There's no regrets ever. My life is my life. Everything I go through is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try to do the fullest in everything I do, whether it's YouTube or anything. You know, I don't. I've had this mentality as a young kid, and I just never really want to leave anything left behind. You can see the older folks who regret things, dude, and you just don't want to be there. You do not want to be there because you can forget about being there at one moment, and then a couple years later, there you are regretting that moment. You should have done this or whatever. So, with my car specifically, YouTube, nothing. I don't regret anything so far. With my car, I think I would have started the build differently. There's a couple of things that I bought that I'm like, damn, okay, now that I know more, I should have done it this way, or I should have bought this first, and then I should have bought this. So that's kind of like the only thing, is just what I should have added on to the car first, and then maybe I should have purchased this instead of this. But yeah, so you know, I think that if I started off with this car all over again, and I'd do it a little bit differently.
Differently, for sure.
Yeah.
Dope. What YouTubers inspired you?
So TJ Hunt, definitely one of them. But one of the big ones, as I mentioned in the beginning, was Jason Nguyen. Shout out to you, man. We talk actually frequently.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's really, like I said, stand-up dude. I'm really happy that with his growing of his following, he hasn't like kind of like forgot about like me and stuff like that, because I started talking to him like almost a year and a half ago, you know, so when I was barely starting out. So he's a lot bigger now, and so sometimes, you know, you kind of get lost within the vines, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then this other guy named Dustin Williams. I watched a lot of his stuff too, and one of his videos truly inspired me is when he went to Japan and he bought a Nissan Skyline R34, and it's just like sitting out there waiting for him in storage for when it becomes legal out here. And that video was so meaningful to me and so inspiring. It's just like, you know, you ask yourself, well, why can't I do that? I'm gonna do that. Like I'm telling you guys right now, before they become legal, I will buy one out there in Japan.
Do that shit.
Like,
I can't wait to see that
yeah,
shit.
I act like as if I have it already.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think I do that because of the law of attraction. So
Yeah,
if
of course.
anybody
Have to.
out there knows anything about the law of attraction, that's kind of how I view my life. When I want something, or I see myself getting something or doing something, I'm already doing it in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my head,
like that.
I have 100,000 subscribers already, even though I don't.
Oh, yeah, me too.
You know, exactly.
But we're at 100.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But to me,
Getting there,
it's going to get there.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to get there. And for the people who are supporting me now, the OGs, I will never not like appreciate you guys the most, because you guys are the people that started to believe in me in the beginning and found out about me in the beginning. So, you know, eventually I want to kind of do something for people once I hit like 1,000, and then I want to do that more. Is like at the time I hit a landmark or whatever, I want to do something that gives back to my community or the community or my friends or whatever, and give like a gesture of like thanks, because without any of them, I wouldn't be doing any. I would still be doing it, but like it helps you to go even further to surpass your limits and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely want to do that later on in the future. So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Look forward to giveaways, guys. Look
yes,
forward to
yes,
giveaways.
of course. I think the community should be very big on helping each other out. So
No, for
Yeah.
sure. Definitely. What would you say to someone who wants to take risk in a life-changing decision?
I'm like jump.
Fucking guy, bro. Hey, he said it, not me. Just take the lead, man. Take the lead.
No. I just had to say that, my bad, guys. Okay, so in all seriousness, guys,
He said jump.
no.
Oh, this fucking guy.
To be serious about the question, you guys. For me, it's it's always like it's always hard.
What? You guys do the backstory of this shit.
Yeah, man, we were off camera talking about this, so that's why
we're not gonna talk about it.
I had to say it. So I just had to say it.
We're not
Hi, bro. It's not okay. All right.
Okay, so
Seriously.
all right, so what I would say is just really consider it. I'm very open to trying things. I think that the normal society is no more, and there's many outlets for people to go down that path and try. So my thing would be to look at your decisions and make one. Make a
Nice.
decision,
Nice.
and don't look back. Don't think about what if I would have made this decision, because you won't never know, because you already made one decision.
Yeah.
So keep on trucking with that first inner decision. Flip a fucking coin and make a decision.
Hey,
You
that's
know what
what's
I
up.
mean? Like you will never fucking know anything or where you would get to or what would happen if you did do it. So try it. And you might surprise yourself, and you might figure out things about yourself that you thought you never would have thought you figured out. So that's my advice, is to just try it. And I'm not saying to put yourself in a hole while doing it, but know that trying things around your means is completely okay. Like really quickly, for me, like I'm trying really hard to quit my 9 to 5.
Oh, yeah.
I'm tired of it, right? And I'm sure a lot of us are.
That's all of us here.
Yes, I'm sure a lot of us are,
Fucking 9 to
right?
5.
And so, for all of you guys supporting, Alan and Rudy doing the podcast and supporting the brand, just know that you guys are really helping for them to get another avenue to grow in a different way. And I'm sure they appreciate that more than anything, as well as myself. So, when we are doing like a sale on something, or we have a product, or we're trying to, just know like the real support is the people who actually pay for the stuff. That's real support. For the people who are like, yeah, man, let me get it for free, and I'm like, let me rock it, I'll rock it, and I'm like, yeah, you can rock it, but
Go for a pipe, buddy.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like help me out, dude, because it takes time, it takes money, it takes idea, it takes the brain power
Exactly.
to do all this, So just remember that, keep that in mind, be considerate, because a lot of hard work goes into these videos and into everything that we do. So yeah, but back to the actual question, just really, really see all your choices and go through it and make a decision.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, we're going to get into the speed round. You ready?
I guess here it comes.
Make your decision.
Make
This is what I'm gonna do right now.
All right. So quickly, we're going to do the speed round. If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Brainstorm Wiz Khalifa.
All right.
Perfect.
You're a big Wiz fan, huh?
Bro, like you have no idea.
It's like, if the seasons never change, which one would you want to live in forever?
Fall.
Dope.
What? I'm a winter guy.
Really?
Oh, and you live in Chicago like my family. Oh, cold.
That's Chirac. I'm straight. I am straight.
They live in the good part, bro.
No, I like summer, just not in the Inland Empire.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough. That has to be at the beach.
Huh?
Summer at the beach only.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, yeah,
Not in the
yeah,
Empire,
for sure.
It
Heck
has to be
yeah.
at the beach. Why do you guys look at me like
This desert.
I was
this
like,
desert
we in the
shit.
desert. Hell yeah.
All right, this is a speed. Why do we always do this? Who are 3 people that have been the most influential to you? Could be anyone that like you just like, oh, dude, that I want to be like that.
Oh, Wiz Khalifa.
Okay. 3 people. 3 people. 2 more. 2 more.
No, Wiz Khalifa. I think Nipsey Hussle, and then sorry, I didn't know there's a speed round. As corny as it might sound, TJ Hunt.
Oh, nice.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
I
dope.
don't normally like to do that because he's another YouTuber, and I know we're on speed round, but I don't normally like to do that because he's another YouTuber, and I see like them as like
Yeah.
just normal people or not celebrities, but what he's done has truly inspired me. So yeah.
Well, that's dope. I like that. Dream cars. Your top 5.
Oh, okay.
He's like, yeah, you gave me 5.
Okay. Top dream cars.
Don't have to be in order.
All right. A Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
My favorite car.
I will obtain that. And then let's see.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Game Too Deep podcast.
you know what I mean?
Sorry.
Hey, no, we're gonna go back to this clip, and when I buy that video, this will be in there.
In the words of the great
great.
Cardo, you heard?
You heard? All right, and then I'd have to say a GTR, but R34 for sure. And then, damn, there's so many cars I love, bro. A Mercedes AMG C63.
Fuck.
Yeah. A Ferrari F. I think it's F80. Yeah. No, an Enzo. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ferrari Enzo. That one's
That's a 450, no? 458?
no. This one's even harder, bro. This one's even harder to obtain. Like Jay Leno probably has one, but
car
what doesn't he have?
Bro, Jay Leno.
yeah. And then probably would have to be it's hard to say, but a Pagani? Pagani?
Pagani.
A Pagani? Yeah.
Pagani,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, Pagani.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty freaking
That
hard, man.
shit, when you turn, from the videos I've seen of that shit, that's
Yeah, man. Yeah.
like you don't.
That was
even-
5, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have way more.
No trucks.
I bet you do.
No trucks.
No, but I do know I'm gonna need one just to haul my cars.
A G-Wagon. Sorry.
Wait, that's a write-off.
That's an SUV.
That's a write-off.
It's not considered a truck?
What's the right?
Yeah, SUV truck.
SUV truck? No?
I was talking about trucks. You know,
Oh, with the
bed
bed?
in the back.
Oh, bed truck.
Oh, taco.
A Tacoma.
I mean, taco trucks are good.
Those are nice.
Tacoma.
Those are nice.
I thought you said taco. I was like,
Yeah, taco. Tacoma. Tacoma.
Tacoma.
All right, let's keep going.
All right, if you had all the money in the world right now, what would be the first thing you buy?
Right now, what would I buy?
All those cars.
I'd buy property.
Property?
There you go.
I'd buy property.
That's what's up.
Assets, man. That's one of the things people don't teach you about, especially in school, is property. It's always value.
Real estate.
There's always
Yeah, yeah.
value in that. You could do what you want. So I could build my own shop on my own property.
Definitely.
I could build my shop to have my cars, have my merchandise, and
Yep.
ship it all out of there and live on my property at the same time. So yeah, I'd buy property for sure.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, smart. See that? From the last episode, invest in something that will make you money.
Exactly.
Don't waste it.
Let your money,
We're about assets, not liabilities.
yeah, let your money work for you.
You heard?
Yeah,
Exactly. All right. That was the end of the speed round. You want
All right. Ask this question all the time.
Okay, cool.
Well, not all the time, but to people who I feel like can
Answer.
answer it.
Okay.
to? Yeah.
5 dinner guests,
5 dinner guests. Okay.
dead or alive. Who are they?
Dead or alive, who would they be?
And what are you guys talking about? You don't have to answer that.
Okay.
What are you eating? No, I'm kidding.
I think Jay-Z. Jay-Z would be one of them.
Okay. That's a first for me. I've never heard anyone say Jay-Z.
Yeah, Jay-Z would be one of them. This guy named Bill Proctor. He is Bill Proctor. Just really quickly, he's this guy that has a lot of studying on like the law of attraction. So, he.
I'm gonna have to look that guy up.
Yeah,
His name sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just not clicking. Like a face isn't popping up for me.
Yeah, definitely. Like he'd be one of those people because it's a lot. So, he'd be. That was you said 5, right? So that's 2. My pops. I think I'd have my pops at that table too. And then two more people, right? Shit. For real, that's what it's lately. No, damn. I'm like, could Wiz be there too?
This is your dinner table, bro. I don't give a shit.
I guess Wiz Khalifa's face is gonna be all over this.
He's over there. He's there too, man.
Hey, make sure you guys all tag Wiz Khalifa. On
Hey,
this
yeah, man, that's my
Yeah.
boy. He's gotta be there. And
Wiz Khalifa into deep.
and then I think I would have Virgil Abloh. If you guys don't know who he is, he's the head designer for Louis Vuitton right now. He also is the owner of Off-White. Was the owner of Pyrex as well. This guy is killing it in the fashion industry, guy. Like really big. And so yeah, he's definitely one of the ones that I think I would have there.
Off-White just launched a golf line too, huh?
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
That
pretty
thing-
sure.
Off-White's
It's so
on everything
It's
now.
on everything. Right?
Yeah.
It's on
Do they work
everything.
with Supreme?
Yeah.
They did like a minor collab.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Minor.
crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Off-White's sick.
Yeah, they've done a lot.
Fucking sweater sold for like $50K and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I was like, I ain't gonna buy that.
Hey,
I
but
just can't afford it.
But somebody will.
Think about it, bro. You sell 2 pieces of that shit. That's already $100K.
Imagine the collaboration.
Yeah. Well, you know what's crazy about that? Going on a side note is something that I learned is that some people are like, "Oh, I'll never buy that for $10. I'll never buy that for $25." That's cool. Somebody else will. There's a market for there's a market for everything, and like there's people that have money that are willing to pay for what you put out there. A lot of people are scared to value their products on what they believe the value should actually be because they don't believe that anybody would actually purchase it. But one of the things that Nipsey Hussle did with a mixtape was he sold a mixtape for $100.
Proud to pay.
He only had I think it was like 1,000. It was like 1,000 mixtapes, and he was selling them for $100 each. And he got this idea off of a book he read, which I'm going to read pretty soon
Off
too.
of cheesesteaks.
My what?
Off of cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
Somebody was selling cheesesteaks. I can't remember what city, but they were selling them for $100.
Oh shit.
I'm dead serious. It really came from a cheesesteak.
That's crazy.
And then, Jay-Z bought like.
Yeah, Jay-Z bought a couple, and then a couple people in the industry were buying some. That's how he made his first $100,000.
Bro, he had 1,000 at the show he was having at the little Proud to Pay campaign. Sold out the first night, and then Jay-Z bought. I forgot how many. I think bought like 100 copies or something like that.
Wow.
And wired him a
That's
transfer
sick.
10 grand.
Yeah, I mean, look at Bape. They're selling their T-shirts for $100.
For real?
Yeah. But people were like, I'm not paying $100 for a T-shirt. But when you go out and you see Bape T-shirts, somebody's buying them for $100. You know what I mean? So like, don't be afraid to value your merchandise as you see fit. If it takes you X amount to make something, and you won't really gain anything if you sell it too low, sell it for what you think you should sell it for. Someone's gonna buy it. Don't worry about that. Yeah, something I had to learn, bro.
I like that.
Yeah, because I made those jet tags. I made jet tags. You know, it's like
Oh, I didn't see it.
yeah. So I made these jet tags right here, right?
Oh, sick.
Yeah, they have like my brand on there, lap and everything, right? And some people,
sick.
so they're like, "How much are you gonna sell these for?" I'm like, "Probably $10." $10. I'm like,
That's a good
yeah,
price.
yeah, bro. I'm like, other people are selling them for $12.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm selling for $10. Like, I had
And it's
to.
yours.
I only have 50 of these made, and it took me like $150 to make. Like, so I'm selling them for 10 because, well, for one, it took me the time and my own money to make it, and I had to pay, the graphic designer as well as the manufacturer or whatever, and then I have to pay for the website to be put up there, and then I pay the photographer. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I gotta, do all these things. And someone was like, "Damn, it's too high." I was like, "That's cool." I mean, but
For you.
yeah, I was just like, but other people will buy them. They're like, well, but nobody really knows you. I was like, but they will.
They will. Yeah, definitely.
And then whoever has these is like, it will be legendary because this is the first couple
one.
I came out with.
And the thing I hate with like that, or people compare like your confidence with cockiness. Like, bro, I'm not cocky. I just believe in what the fuck I do and in my shit.
Yeah, people follow that though. People
yeah.
follow people who are confident in what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because if they see how confident you are and they see how much you're gonna work, they're gonna believe it too.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, so much energy into that. How could I not follow through with what he's putting out?
Yeah, like one thing, like now, and I give Alan a huge shout out for this, is he's teaching me how to design like my own shit.
Okay,
Like, bro, because I would have to outsource to somebody else
to design it.
But now it's like once I get it down and how to do this shit, it's a wrap, bro. I'll never have to.
You mean like on the software yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No, that's
like-
different. I definitely don't even do that.
Yeah, no, like I want to be able to do that shit like myself.
No, that's good. That's
Like
good.
to be able to teach myself to do my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
want to be able to design my own shit, figure out where I'm gonna get the clothing or the material from. Cool. Like I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna touch the shit. I'm gonna put the shit on, see what it feels like. Does it look good? Do I feel good in this shit? Would somebody else feel good in this shit?
Yeah.
Would somebody bigger than me? Somebody smaller than me? Like all that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Alan's teaching me all that shit.
No, that's good, bro. It's good to do. You want to make sure that you have all that detail and you know what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I just have a lot of
Teamwork make the dream work.
That's how it is. I feel like when you're working on something and he's part of my the team, the Into Deep team. So
Yeah.
like I want everybody like
to grow.
I rise, we all rise.
Yeah.
we're all going
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
no matter what. And if I'm learning something new, he's gonna learn something.
Exactly, yeah.
New. Either like always gonna be like he's gonna teach me something, I'm gonna teach him something.
Yeah. That's great, bro. That's genuine. That's genuine stuff. It's not just one person growing. But
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever comes on, like,
And we both have questions for each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because there's so many people that just, I don't want to say compete with each other, but they're too scared to like bounce off of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, feed off of
And
each
it's
other.
just
yeah.
like, I'll hit up Alan like, hey, what do you think about this? And he'll be like, oh, what do you think about that? I'm like, all right, cool. We go about this way. We go about that way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
either way, we'll come to like a joint, like a
like
decision.
a set decision that
Yeah.
like he's happy and I'm happy.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
not gonna be like, all right,
Well, you don't like
whatever
it,
the
but I'm
fuck
going to
you
do it
want,
anyways.
Yeah. Like,
Fuck off,
absolutely. All right, so final question that we have for the episode is a question I ask everybody. If the whole world was watching right now, listening, viewing on every platform, what would you tell them?
What would I tell them? I would tell them, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. Okay. Make sure you go follow at AyoDez on Instagram and follow me on my channel, Desmond Simmons. Yeah, we're coming up with good content, and I think that these guys are doing great. So make sure you guys go ahead and you guys watch that as well. Into Deep Podcast, really dope. They're doing some great stuff here. You guys can learn a lot. And it might just help some of you guys with what you guys are going through. So, yeah. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Chicken grease.
Do you have any shout outs you want to do before we close out?
Any shout outs?
Or plugs?
You know what? I do want to give a shout out. And this guy's on my vlogs constantly, but I feel like he's just been helping me out a lot. This is my good friend, Timmy. Shout out to you, Timmy. Helped me out a lot, bro, with my car builds and just real genuine, bro. If I like have like an issue with trying to make something work, or he's always like quick. He'll be like, dude, don't worry about it. Like, I got you. Like, or like maybe like the finances is no, bro. It's so cool. Like, just give me this much or pay me back this time or
Yeah.
something like that. He's just genuinely always trying to help me out with my channel and just whatever I'm doing because just, he believes
Watch
in
you
me
grow,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. And shout out to my other homie, Jose, JP, who has been there since like I started doing this and has been giving me a lot of feedback and just kind of helping me out with his photography and everything like that. So that I appreciate. And then my family and friends, thank you. You guys are like some of my biggest supporters. And, if regardless of family, family and friends, if you're not there when I'm, down and out, well, how couldn't you really want to be there when I'm all good and stuff? You know what I mean? So for that, I thank those who are here now rather than for those that come later. I appreciate you still then later, but it means more now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks.
All right. Thank you guys for watching, liking, subscribing, doing everything you guys possibly can to push us to make more content. Vlogs coming out. Hopefully, we get to do a collab vlog later on.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
I'm thinking of doing like a foodie channel type
Ooh,
thing.
okay, all right.
So
I'll
like,
be so down for
invite
that.
Shoutout.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we can talk
we
about
gotta
cars.
find, we
talk
gotta
about
find
anything.
some fire
down for
spot.
that.
Yeah, I want to try a new spot. So there's like these are ideas that are coming on the
On the fly.
fly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Got to write them down.
Yeah, they're already written down.
All right.
Anyway, sorry. He's gonna beat me.
That's it for the goddamn episode. Stay vicious. Peace.
We out.